the second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket in ball time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down, Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defense is planned for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll run with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Carter will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
On 1st down, Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball again on 2nd down. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what. The touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be... but not before they reach the 50. They go up the middle with Chubb. Room here to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Watson on 3rd down. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 26 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson to throw. It's caught by Davis. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
In 2021, Corey Davis made the move from the Tennessee Titans to the New York Jets. But injuries limited to only 9 games. When healthy, though, he had begun to show the promise that made him a top 5 pick by the Titans. A promising rep there, getting a 1st down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, 41 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Watson off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now it's Watson. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper. Complete. Touchdown, Browns. The Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. After the interception, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break. Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and goal. Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Watson on third and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. York able to send this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Even after 3 seasons in the league, you can sense that there's room for a huge breakout by Ed Oliver. He has the potential to decimate the line of scrimmage and get to the quarterback from the interior.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact wrong time there. And now fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Graham. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Big Quinnen Williams continuing to improve in the middle of that line for New York. Had 13 sacks in his last 2 seasons, which is excellent for a defensive tackle.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis from 6 yards away. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you got to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield and run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Following the penalty, Chubb. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous.